Hello everyone, welcome back to TGR, that's Journeyman Robo. Shh, gotta be quiet you see, because obviously we're outside the job centre. A little bit of a different sort of scenario for you guys, unfortunately. I'm out of a job, so I need to go inside the job centre and see exactly who I can manage, obviously. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to quickly jump into the job centre, see what football team I can apply for. Then we'll start the video properly. Catch you guys in a minute. Well guys, welcome back. Welcome back guys. As you can see, going to the job centre worked quite well for me actually. I've managed to pick up a job. I'm managing Scarborough Football Club. Do you remember Scarborough? Yeah? Well, they're still a football team on Championship Manager 0102, so I'm lucky enough to start the game as their manager, because at the start of Championship Manager 0102 they do not have a manager at all. So in this video, it is something I've not done before, the Journeyman. I've installed all of the leagues on my system. So what we're going to do, I'm going to start off at Scarborough. I'm going to do as well as I can and try and obviously go shooting off into each country, each league, and obviously try and win a trophy of some sort. Now, as you can see, down there on that side is my wish list. This is the wish list I've put towards my chairman. Whether or not if I'm going to get any of them is another matter, of course. But it's not a bad wish list, I suppose. I mean, you're probably looking about £700,000. Scarborough's got £700,000, haven't they? Hello everyone, welcome back to TGR, that's Journeyman Robo. Now today, the video that you are watching, it is the Journeyman. Now, as I said to you before in one of my previous videos, I've not done a Journeyman video before, not something that I thought I would have the time to do. Obviously with all this that's happening at the moment, I'm finding myself with a little bit more time on my hands at this moment in time. So without further ado guys, I'm going to show you exactly who we are, if you haven't found out already, who I am managing at this moment in time. By the front cover, of course, I am managing Scarborough. Now, I'm purposely not going on to the first team page at this precise second in time, purely because it shows exactly where we finished in the league. I don't really want to do that. So, what I wanted to do, first of all, is show you some of the other competitions first. So, if we go into the Premier Division, we'll start off there, then we'll work our way down to where we are. So obviously in the Premier League, Arsenal has won the Premiership title, Man U coming second, Fulham, Charlton and Southampton being relegated in the process. Now in the First Division, Millwall and Coventry going up, with either Portsmouth or Sheffield Wednesday going up as well, Crewe, Norwich and Walsall going down. In the Second Division, Cambridge United, Wigan and QPR going up. Colchester, Oldham, Brentford and Bury is going down. The penultimate league, the Third Division, Luton, Hull, Scunthorpe and Macclesfield going up, with only Rochdale coming down. Now here we are in the conference. We finished third in the Conference League. It was such a hard season. We'll start off with who we brought in. Now, when I started the season, as you heard at the beginning of the intro, I thought that we had at least £700,000, or something along those lines anyway, to spend. How wrong I was. So I had to go on a big mission. So I signed a fair few players that's on a free transfer. And I'll be going through all these players momentarily. I had to get rid of some players in the process to make some money to pay for the signing on fees. Obviously, the most notable one was Danny Brunton. I managed to get £250,000 4. But anyway, so we're going through the players in. So Alberto was the first one. He was my substitute striker. He was the one, sort of the guy that I had to use to bring on if we were drawing or if we're losing, basically. Other than that, I try not to use him, but as you can see, I use him quite a lot. Wouter, of course, I brought him into the squad thinking I'm going to be using him quite a lot. And the matches that I did use him, there was just nothing there which suggested to me that he would be a useful addition. So he was just left lumbering in the subs bench. Daniel Braithwaite was another one. I brought him in thinking he was going to be bringing in something new for my team, but no, didn't see nothing in him whatsoever. Ben Abbey. Now Ben Abbey, he scored obviously 16 goals all in all, assisted 9 times in a whole season, but his shot target's not very good for me at all, I personally feel. Adolfo. Now Adolfo, fantastic signing, fantastic. I mean, I managed to get him on £525 a week, obviously signing a 10-year contract at the beginning of the game. It's worth £80,000 now, but I played him as an attacking midfielder, and Adolfo, as you can see, he came up trumps for me. You know, he was nearly part of 40 goals in a season. Augustin, fantastic player, period. He is a brilliant, brilliant player. He was in the heart of my defensive midfield line, and as you can see, you know, he assisted 14 times and scored 8. Fantastic average rating record as well. Mark Studley, he was basically brought in as a cover left back for someone who you will be seeing momentarily, but Mark Studley was a good understudy, if I'm being honest with you. Bruno Festas, he was a sub goalie for me. As you can see, I only used him in 1.5 games. Stats otherwise shows that he obviously didn't improve throughout the season, unfortunately. Toninho, my main left back. He didn't score anything, but that's not his job. His job was to help me in defence, which he did. I know his tackling wasn't very good, his tackling rate in there, but at the same time, tackling rate was average 2.1 per game, so it's not that bad at all. Not that bad. One of the best free goalkeepers I have come across, Christian Johansson. There were so many times where we were on the back foot, and the amount of chances that other teams had, and in the end you see Christian Johansson parrying it away or gathers it comfortably, was ridiculous. So he is a really good goalkeeper to have. £220 a week, valued £180,000 now. I don't see myself keeping him at the beginning of the next season. Jose Rigo, another fantastic buy on the free transfer list. Midfield central, worth £90,000, getting paid £500 a week. You know, he assisted 8 times throughout the season, and he was my main set piece taker for the season. Michael Anderson, I played him at right back, and I played him at centre back, and I played him as a defensive midfielder. And he was brilliant throughout the whole season. He's only valued at £35,000. He gets paid £375 a week. But he is such a fantastic find for a lower league club. I'll save the best for last. Jamie Cassidy, I managed to bring him in. I couldn't do so at the beginning of the season because I didn't have enough signing on fee for him to actually accept a contract, but I did towards the middle part of the season. But by that time, he was a bit part player. He didn't really have that much influence in the game for me because the team had already been established how I felt, and when I did play him, it didn't feel like it clicked, unfortunately, for Jamie Cassidy. Lastly, Daniel Nardiello, valued at £95,000 a week, getting paid £575 a week as well. and he's got a minimum fee release clause of £300,000. I will have to try and get him to sign a new contract because I don't want him going that cheap. But you look at that there, 50 appearances and 32 goals with 3 assists. Okay, that's not very good, the assists, but 32 goals for Scarborough Athletic. So even though we did not get promoted from the Conference League, we did do well in one cup competition. English FA Trophy. We won 5-0 in the final. But I mean, if we go back to when we first played the English FA Trophy, beating Stalybridge 2-1. Felt like it was a close game looking at it now, but really, all in all, they were lucky that it stayed at 2-1. In other words, we squandered loads of chances. In the third round, we played Southport. Once again, 2-1. And it felt like that we should have had more of a better scoreline than what it showed here. In the fourth round, we played Doncaster, even though the week before we played Doncaster and we lost 5-3, but we beat them 2-0 in the Vans Trophy. Obviously, as you can see, 2 very late goals. I mean, all 3 late periods of the game, something had happened. The final first leg, Boston United was one of my bogey teams throughout the season. And obviously the player that scored for Boston United scored an own goal. And obviously for the second leg, we had to try and win at Boston United's ground, which we did. But it was one of those games where it could have gone either way. And obviously lastly, but not least, 5-0 with Daniel Nardiello scoring a hat-trick. But the manager stats at the moment, it shows that I am ranked 72nd in England, and I'm looking to obviously progress with that. All nations, well, at least I'm way over halfway, at least, but still valued as poor. Looking at job information wise, obviously in England you saw there was not many jobs that was available. I'm not going through the rest of the leagues, but as you can see, I've got all the leagues set up there. So I am looking to try and do a part of the campaign where I can go to each country into their leagues and obviously try and win a trophy at least. Obviously, I managed to win a trophy with Scarborough, but I kind of feel that I need to get them promoted from the Conference League to be able to push on and get another job, obviously. As you see the finance right here, got some money to spend right now, and if I remember rightly, we've got some people coming in. Yes, Wayne Carlisle coming in as a Bosman ruling, but because he's under the age of 23, I have to pay a compensation fee. Jamie McAllister, give Tonino some competition at left back. Lyndon Andrews, I'm quite surprised he wants to come to Scarborough, if I'm being brutally honest. Quite surprised, but I'm looking forward to him coming. And Ian Roper, he's just basically going to be a cover of a centre-back because I feel that the other centre-back we do have isn't that good enough, unfortunately. But yes, guys, but apart from that, obviously, Journeyman first season, Scarborough. I wish we got promoted, of course, but obviously can't do that in the first season. So we will be looking to do this in the second season. Hopefully we can get promoted. Hopefully we can do one better than the third. If it means we come second next season, so be it. It just means got to do another season in the Conference League, unfortunately. Unless another team does come out and jump at me and I feel like, I've got to go and do it. I've got to go and apply for them. But guys, I mean, what we are going to do in the first 2 seasons, we are going to do literally as you see it right now. after that, we will be doing actual gameplay watching through the Journeyman and actually make it a proper episodes as such. But if you do like the video, guys, please smash a like on the video. Obviously, liking how we managed to get Scarborough to at least third in the conference, and looking at some of the players that we do have, I feel that we've got some right little gems on my hands. If you do like the video, smash a like. If you are new, hit that subscribe button at the bottom right of the screen, and obviously look through all of our content on the channel. We've got loads more videos planned coming up very shortly, so please stay tuned, and obviously make sure you hit that notification bell so you know exactly when that next video has been uploaded. Apart from that, guys, thank you very much for your time. I look forward to seeing each and every one of you here at TGR, that's Gaming Robo. Stay safe, guys.